Hey world! Welcome back to Dragon Fairy History. I'm your host Elijah, and this is my co-host.
Yeah.
And today we are talking about a gay, a fabulous gay dude from the American Revolution. Since it is July and America just celebrated their 250th anniversary, thought it'd be very fitting that we talk about the gays of the American Revolution. As we like to say, make America gay again. Like, we need to bring back the gays. They need to come back. They all went away. We need more gays. We need an army of gays. More gay soldiers like Friedrich von Steuben that we're talking about today.
Would agree.
Yes. But before we get into him, we need to say our fun facts. What is your fun fact today, Mary?
This weekend I got to hold a baby chicken. It
Awesome. Awesome. That's cute. Very adorable. Was it soft, fluffy?
was really soft. You had to like hold them like this, and then it
Oh,
just like fell asleep in my hands.
wow.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I'm so jealous. My fun fact is um I am going on a journey to making myself buff. I'm on like a physical wellness journey where I'm eating a bunch of food with a bunch of protein, working out as much as I can,
Mhm.
and eating as much as I can so I can not be skinny anymore. I know it'll be a long process, but I am committed and I'm working out as much as I can.
That's awesome. I hope it goes well for you and you're like super buff like a year from now.
Yeah. I mean, the main goal is the arms. I just need my arms to not be so thin and um they're like ugh, I need thicker arms because my abs are great. I actually have very good abs, like the kind of abs you can grate cheese on.
That's great.
I counted, and I actually have an eight pack.
Nice.
Eight pack, not just a regular measly six. All
Mhm.
right, six pack is so last year. Okay, eight packs are in, and
Mhm.
I got that eight pack. Um, but I need suitable arms to match the eight pack,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm working towards. With our fun facts out of the way, we can get into the person today. Friedrich von Steuben, or formerly Baron von Steuben, because he's fancy. Um, von Steuben was born 1730 in Prussia, which is why he has a fancy name. He followed his father's footsteps and joined the Prussian military when he was just 17. He fought in the Seven Years' War. He became Frederick the Great's personal aide. So, big deal. He was discharged, though, from the military in 1763 because of budget cuts. Although it was rumored he was just charged because of his homosexuality, but that remains to be just a rumor and not the official reason. So we can decide which story is true. But after this, he bounced from job to job and eventually was offered a job from Benjamin Franklin to join the American Revolution. But von Steuben was unimpressed with this idea and denied his offer. And he tried to get another military job, but it tanked because an anonymous letter came out that accused von Steuben of having sexual relations with young boys. And this kind of ruined everything for him.
Like,
So,
young boys. How old?
it was implying that it was like he was like a pedophile. But what's worse than a pedophile? A gay pedophile. So he's like the worst of the worst.
Oh.
Yeah. So, von Steuben decided to flee Prussia and accept Franklin's offer. Just going back like, hey, I remember that offer you said, and I was like, no. Well, I'm kind of down. I thought about it again, and I just changed my mind. No other reason. Then he was hired by George Washington after Benjamin Franklin recommended him. And this happened in 1778. He was hired. And that's like we're in like the midst of the American Revolution War at that point. And what's interesting is Franklin and Washington knew of the rumors about von Steuben and his sexuality, and they welcomed him anyways with open arms. They figured his private life had nothing to do with his military experience. And with that, I wanted to pause and see if you had any questions or fun facts.
He kept several large dogs that reportedly followed him almost everywhere. They tend to be very affectionate towards them. So he loved
Oh, that's so cute.
dogs.
He was given big dog energy. I don't know about several big dogs. That's a lot. But I noticed that in, when you search pictures of him, like those big portrait paintings of him and stuff. You don't really see dogs in those. Like, where I want to see a painting of him and his dogs.
Yeah, I guess the painters didn't think the dogs were like important enough to include.
Yeah, nah. You know what? I bet the dogs joined him in battle and they like fought beside him and they did some real damage.
I bet they did. I bet he trained them.
Yeah, trained them well. The way he trained his soldiers. Next thing I wanted to talk about was the gay stuff. Uh Alexander Hamilton, very big on Broadway, and John Lawrence were assigned as von Steuben's aides. Some historians believe they had a romantic friendship, whatever that means. I think that's just a full relationship. Like, how can you have a romantic friendship?
Yeah.
But that is That is a term historians use. And uh but von Steuben with the military, the American revolutionaries, he was appalled by the conditions of the soldiers, and he immediately got to work with drilling the soldiers with strict Prussian techniques, very strict. But even though he was very strict training these soldiers, he also socialized with the soldiers. And one of his aides recalled a particular party at Valley Forge where all the soldiers, all the soldiers were invited as long as they weren't wearing breeches, aka no pants.
Interesting.
I'm like, what
Really,
kind of party was this? I mean, we can assume what kind of party was this.
I think I know what kind of party this.
A gay man hosting a party full of naked men.
Yeah, who are like away from their wives and home. Yeah.
And no one will ever know what happens at camp stays at camp, Mary. Other than that obvious gay situation, um, another more evidence that von Steuben was openly gay was he lived with William North and Benjamin Walker in camp for 2 years, and it is suspected that they had romantic and sexual relations. A bit of a throuple, you might say.
Yeah.
He helped instill fighting techniques and discipline to the army, and he became one of Washington's most trusted advisors and was very integral to the success of the American Revolution. And when the war ended, von Steuben was granted U.S. citizenship, which he then used to move to New York with Walker and North. And a quote from North about von Steuben, I thought it was very sweet, so I wanted to include it. We love him, and he deserves it, for he loves us tenderly.
Uh,
Yeah, I like that. I was like, that's very gay. That, yeah. Something very funny that von Steuben did was he legally adopted both uh North and Walker, which was a common practice among gay men before same-sex marriage was legal, but it also is weird because you're like adopting, yeah, you like associate adopting people as like you're their caretaker, like you're the guardian and they're like your children.
yeah.
But apparently he adopted them so that they can inherit his stuff when he passes, and stuff that you would get legally with through a marriage, but because they couldn't get married, his only option was to adopt them. Um, but he lived with them for the rest of his life until he died in 1794, which then Walker and North inherited his estate. And that is all I have on von Steuben and how he was very much gay and open about it. Like I think everyone, like George Washington and Benjamin Franklin knew. They knew the rumors. They knew stuff about him and they were like, ah, He's cool. He can join us.
Yeah. Even though he didn't really speak English, they
Yeah,
like him still.
yeah. But do you have any fun facts you'd like to end us with?
Yeah, I've got some more. In America in 1777, he spoke mostly German and French, and he had to train his soldiers through interpreters.
That sounds difficult training soldiers through interpreters.
Yeah. Yeah, you think it wouldn't go very well, but I mean,
Yeah,
it-
seem to work out.
one thing about him is that he believed an army fought better when it was fed well. So he
Mm,
inspected kitchens and taught soldiers how to prepare food more hygienically, and I totally agree with that.
yeah, yeah. You know, you do fight better on a full stomach.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, without food poisoning, you're gonna fight better too.
Yes.
It was a good thing for him to have. He also was like a very clean person. He reorganized army camps so that latrines were downhill and downwind from the kitchen. Um, and this like helped reduce like disease and stuff.
Oh yeah. Keep the shit away from the food.
Yes.
Yes, I think that is very important.
He had a lot of ideas back then that people just didn't even think about, and I applaud him for that.
Wow, maybe we shouldn't just shit where we eat, and maybe we should eat actually. Maybe we should actually have some good food to make us fight better. Crazy, huh?
Wild concept back then. And he also like was one of the only people that did inspections. So soldiers never knew when von Steuben would appear to check tents, weapons, uniforms, and equipment to meet his standards. He's like a
Oh.
college RA almost style, like
Wow, surprise inspections.
yeah,
So he would just check weapons to make sure they're working.
yeah, they're working properly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's important. I would hope that people were doing this before he came along.
I would hope so too, that it was more widespread. But just with like the things that I've seen, it makes it seem like it wasn't as widespread.
Wow. Wow. Well, von Steuben definitely brought the standards to the military.
Exactly. I'm so glad he did.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing is that he originally like agreed to where is it? Yeah. He originally just like volunteered to serve in the military without pay, and he just hoped that Congress would reward him later if America won the war. So he may have not gotten anything out of it if America didn't win. Which of course he got. He ended up with citizenship and some land. Which
Yeah.
the least they could do for not paying him.
Yeah. But why would just I guess it's just like, hey, I need some. I mean, he was desperate for work, so I guess he wanted something to do and a place to stay. So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you got nothing else going for you, he was riding on that chance that America would win.
Yeah. Well, now you know why he was working extra hard. He was trying to make sure America won so he could get some benefits.
Yeah, he was like, you people need to live, you can't die. Like,
Like, I need you. That's funny.
all the parties to keep their like mood up. So
Yeah.
he needed a good
Like,
environment.
look at all the things I do for you. I host naked parties for you guys to do whatever you want. You have to win. Oh my goodness. He
Another,
sounds like a character.
I know, right? He seems like such a character. Like when he was teaching the soldiers, like he would frequently like swear at them if he was to get like mad, but he would switch between like French, German, and English, and it would just get all like jumbled up, and like people would have to like decode like his scream to figure out what he was trying to say.
I'm imagining the interpreter's like, oh fuck the shit the can fuck you die in hell devils tango I actually uh fun fact a lot of his drilling techniques are still being used in the American military today
Yeah, that's cool.
because he was just that goated.
He's just that good.
Wow, the US military is using techniques from a gay dude.
Yeah, wow, maybe it's almost like we need more gay people in the military.
Wow. I know. The gay people bring the sauce. They bring the success.
Exactly.
Yes. They bring the success. We need more gay people in the military. And we need more gay people in America in general.
Maybe
I
right.
think that's the problem with America. There's not
Yeah,
enough gay people. Think about it. Everyone's problems would be solved if there were more gay people.
problem. I agree. Yeah. Totally.
Like, you gotta pay taxes, gay
Like,
people, problem solved.
fixes everything.
Any last comments about von Steuben?
So it's sad this happens to like a lot of American soldiers, but he almost died in poverty. Even though Congress, gave him land and stuff, he did struggle financially for years after the revolution and often had to borrow money to be able to live, like stay alive. Like he
Right.
literally helped them win a war and they were like, yeah, like we'll give you land, but like you can be broke.
Wow.
Yeah.
All those years of not paying him. And then you won with his techniques, he literally kept your soldiers healthy and alive.
Yeah.
Kept your equipment working. They would not have won without him. Like clearly they were in terrible conditions and they were very irresponsible.
And he fixed
Clearly
it.
they could not take care of their soldiers and very disorganized. So, I don't know how they would have won this war that you know, set up America without him.
Exactly.
So, like, gotta pay him.
Like doing something.
Gotta give him a good life.
Yeah. Like he deserves it. But this says he almost died in poverty, not that he died in poverty because he was gay, of course. And that, like, it saved him.
Yes.
That
Yes. Well, I mean, he had two other people with him
true.
to bring in the bread. So, also, um, apparently he did like younger guys because the two people he lived with were like 20 years younger than him.
Yeah, that I guess that those two had a nice gay life together after he was dead.
Yeah.
They were at the same age. That's
Yep. Yeah.
yeah.
Von Steuben was like, "Go on without me. Be gay. You can be gay without me. Keep living your gay lives without me."
It's crazy. He was great. He was an unfortunate pedophile though.
Yeah.
I guess at least by the time he was with these two guys, they were of age.
Yeah, because they were in the military. So, yeah. 20 years. They they must have been their 20s and he was like in his 40s.
It's still a bit strange, even though it's legal.
Yeah. That's still wild.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God. It's just oh God, what's his name? What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. You know the
Oh,
joke?
I heard about him. Like once you hit like what is it like 16 or 18, you age out.
No. No, you're not thinking of the right person.
Oh.
The thing with Leonardo DiCaprio is every woman he's ever dated was has been 25 and younger. And the joke is that he refuses to date someone old like more than 25.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking of the right person. I got the age wrong. It's like once you hit 25, you age out of dating them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean 16?
that would be really bad.
16?
That would be even worse. Yeah.
That would be way worse.
That wouldn't be like a known joke. He would just be in prison.
Yeah. What kind of joke is that, Mary? The internet wouldn't joke about that. No, it's 25, Mary. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video and leave a comment on what you want to see next.
Bye bye.